Good evening. My name is James Schmitz. I'm the president and CEO of Pt2. We're located at 825 Captain Commons Drive, Toledo, Ohio, but we broadcast out 12114 Mead Road in Fairfield Township, Michigan, just outside of Jasper. Just wanted to bring a couple things to your attention. About 10 days ago, the Foster and Swift attorney for Riga Township, Mr. Mike Palmyra, emailed me this 2 pages they had for you. It's a community dispute resolution program for wind energy, as sponsored by funded by the Supreme Court of Michigan, the Department of Licensing and Regulatory Affairs. And I would just like to, I highlighted on page 2 a section I'd like to read out loud, and if you'd follow along with me, that would be appreciated. It's titled at the top of page 2, Local Community Wind Projects and Community Dispute Resolution. Many local municipalities are incorporating provision for wind-specific dispute resolution processes in their community engagement, planning process, and local zoning ordinance associated with the planning, implementation, and operation stages of local wind farms. In the interest of minimizing the number of pre- and post-construction complaints and disputes, the local municipalities may also wish to consider some community engagement process and or preventive measures that might reduce the need for formal dispute resolution processes or litigation. Let's see, today's Thursday. Tuesday night's Township Board meeting in Riga Township, Mr. Simon, the Township Supervisor, announced that they would be contacting a mediator from the Community Dispute Resolution Program for Michigan as a means to help them in their process. I just wanted to bring that message to this community because I think it could be helpful.
When did this take place?
Tuesday night, and today's Thursday, 2 nights ago.
That was their regular meeting?
No, that was their special meeting that they called. And they met privately with Mr. Homier, and then they came out and did public comment period. And one of the questions that was asked was, what was the timeline? And Mr. Simon volunteered that one of the first steps is they're going to be calling a mediator from this department. And I think the interesting thing about this is it's about pre- and post-construction complaints. You know, getting this involved, it's low cost, and it's funded by the Supreme Court of the state of Michigan. And so I think it's a move they're making up there in Riga and something that should be considered here in Palmyra. Also, second thing is I put in the ComScope presentation, PowerPoint slide presentation that was presented to the Planning Commission, the Palmyra Township Planning Commission. I just take you to page number 7 quickly. And if you take a look at number 7, this is the results of analysis of WLB-TV40. If you take a look at receiver distance in miles, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 to the right, then you see that the strength, field strength without wind turbines goes from 70.1 to 56.6 to 49.8, and then goes up to 79.5, 52.3. Can I finish my thought? Okay. I just want to say that this is based at the top. You can see it says software used. This is the ComScope. It's their path loss, and they had an algorithm. The only way that you could change the law of physics is to change the algorithm after the 30-mile marker. That's why, just as common sense, the further away you drive away from a radio station or a TV station, you have less power because you're farther away from the transmitter. The only way that they could have came up with this conclusion was for them to change the algorithm in the middle of the thing, in the middle of the equation. So I just want to make that point. So you want to make sure that you really have an understanding of science before people begin to make conclusions. Thank you very much for your time. Yeah, it's SCHMITZ.
Anyone else? Okay, we're going to move on. Sir, I forgot your first name.
Charles.
Charles and Josh.
Yes.
Both had questions about taxpayer money going into this project, okay? I don't have the complete answer, all right? What I find difficult in my position as supervisor, is sooner or later, the 5 of us, 4 of us plus Steve Habenhagen, will have the opportunity to vote on this issue. One of the things that's difficult for me to do in my mind is to separate those issues that are township issues from those issues that are non-township issues. Now, I don't like paying any more tax than anybody else. And sometimes I see programs at our federal level, at our state level, and hopefully not at our township level, where seemingly money is spent frivolously and pointlessly. And I'm not saying that the wind turbines are that, because I can name a lot of programs that I didn't think money was spent properly. But I think each of us have to decide in our minds, is it a township issue? Or is it a state issue? Is it a federal issue? If the federal government determines that we're going to put money into the research of new sources of energy for our nation, that is not a township issue, in my mind. Now, if it may be in yours, but it's not in mine. If you want to discuss that policy, you need to go to a higher level than what we are at this table.
I understand your position, sir, and I appreciate it very much. I guess the only point that I'd like to make when I came here is that I'm not against wind power. I'm not against nuclear. I'm not against solar. I'm not against drill, baby, drill. I think we should do all of those things.
Mm-hmm.
But I think everybody in this room, even if you're a recipient, like if you're a farmer out there, you're going to make more money off this deal, which is good for you. I'm okay with that. We're broke. What the hell don't we understand? This country's broke, and we got to start somewhere. Maybe next year's election's it, I don't know. But, and I understand your point. I just want to make the point to you folks, you know, there's no such thing as a free lunch. Don't let anybody kid you. And you go to Europe and see how they do business in Western Europe. I've been there, worked there.
Okay.
I work international. So.
It's difficult for me to separate those two.
I appreciate
You
the
cannot
point.
let one thought influence the other.
Well, I see them the same, but that's okay.
So, okay. All right, we're going to move on. Okay. Dale.
Treasurer's report, May, beginning balance in the general fund, 133,270.16. Total receipts for the month of 35,231.35. Disbursements, 38,082 cents. Ending balance of 130,498.69. Included in the general fund, fire department apparatus, operating balance of 37,494.73.